Hello, artists. Today we're going to start developing and designing your own city street with businesses that you want to have, street names you want to have, whatever you want on your street. So you're probably going to want to have these visuals as references, the worksheets we did, where we turned the squares into cubes. And then when we turned the rectangles into rectangle prisms and then later turned them into buildings. Okay, so this is a sample I have done in the past. I'm going to walk you through how to set your street up to look similar to this so that your buildings look three-dimensional, and then you'll have an opportunity to put whatever business name or decorations you want inside your buildings later on. Okay, so what you're going to need is a sheet of art paper. You're going to need a ruler or straight edge. Remember, if you don't have a ruler, you can use the paper ruler as a guide to make straight lines, and a pencil and an eraser. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw pretty dark with the pencil, just so you can see my lines. I do not suggest that because you're going to be erasing a lot. And if I were truly doing this and I pressed so dark, I would see my pencil marks later on, and that would not be good craftsmanship. So if you can, try your hardest to sketch as lightly as you can because you will be erasing. Okay, so I'm holding my paper landscape way, not the tall way, that's portrait way. Landscape way will give us room to fit many more buildings in the street. So about halfway down, I'm going to draw a horizontal line across my paper. Do you remember what that is? That's called the horizon, where the sky and ground meet. It's how our eyes perceive the world. It's our eye level. So in the middle, I'm going to draw that dot. Do you remember what that's called? It's a vanishing point. It's not really there. And then the next thing I'm going to do is start my sidewalk. Okay, so I'm going to, with the ruler, connect to the vanishing point. I'm going to draw a diagonal line starting at the vanishing point. This is like 7 o'clock if I was making a clock line. The angle. I made a mistake here already because I didn't press hard enough down on my ruler. I'm going to fix that. Okay, I'm going to do 2 of those. So I'm going to leave the ruler still touching the vanishing point. I'm going to now go slightly over, maybe as if that's like 6:30. Okay, and I'm going to do the same on the right side. I'm going to line up the ruler with the point at the vanishing point. And let's see if I want to go in a little like that. Okay. So I have sort of a start of a sidewalk. Now you want to figure out how far you want your sidewalk to go. So I'm going to say, I like where this line is, so I'm going to draw a horizontal line across. And I want to keep it in line on the other side of the street, so I'm just going to slide this ruler in the same spot and go horizontally across. Okay, so now what do you do with this? Now I went too far here. Remember, if I sketch lightly, I wouldn't see that pencil mark. I can still see it. I'm going to go further. This one should go a little further down. If not, you can always make it a little longer. And then I'm going to make another horizontal line across. And I want to keep in line with this, so I'm going to slide the ruler over here and go in line here. Now I notice there's a little gap, so I have to line up that ruler with that edge of the straight line I drew, and extend it. Okay, so I have set up my sidewalk. Now I haven't done the sidewalk lines yet. We'll do that in a little bit. I'm going to start doing buildings. So on the left, right where this top part of the sidewalk is, I'm going to draw a rectangle. Pretty tall one. And I'm going to draw one, I'm going to slide the ruler over, do another vertical. So I have 2 verticals, and then the top of the rectangle horizontal. Okay, now notice I'm going to want to erase this horizon line. So I'm actually going to erase most of the horizon line. Okay, I'm going to draw the dots on the corners of my building and check which connects to the vanishing point. Now this one already does. it lines up with the sidewalk. Should I do this one? No, because it goes through the shape. Should I do this one? No, because it goes through the shape. How about this one? Yes. So I'm going to line up the two dots, the vanishing point and the top dot, and connect my orthogonal. Now to finish off the building, I'm going to take this vertical parallel or line and slide the ruler over and make a parallel line. Remember, there are two lines that don't meet. And go straight down to the sidewalk. And then I have to erase again. And then I'm going to erase this part of the orthogonal because you're not going to see it. You're only going to see this top angle. So now I'm going to move over a little. I'm going to draw a taller rectangle. So maybe I'll only have room for two buildings. Top of the building. Erase again because you don't want that horizon line going through your building. So now I'm going to put my vanishing point dots. Let's see if I connect. All right, so this one does connect, but I'm only doing a little because I don't want to go through the building, but I still want that same angle. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. How about this one? Nope, because it goes through the shape. How about this one? Nope, because it goes through the shape. How about this one? Yep, but I'm going to go only as far as the other building. I don't want to go through it. So then I end up erasing this horizon line, okay? So now if I want a building a little bit further in the distance here, I'm going to stay with the lining of the sidewalk. I'm going to slide up. I'm going to do the bottom edge of a rectangle, horizontal, stop where it meets the sidewalk, and then I'm going to do a vertical line. I'm going to have this building another horizontal. So you see the building. I'm going to repeat the same directions. So this will connect to the vanishing point. This one already does. That one would not, and that one would not. Do a parallel line to the side of the building. Erase. So in actuality, the horizon line, you only see on this side of the street this. All of this gets erased. Now to do the sidewalk lines, I'm going to draw some horizontal lines here. And then if you really want to be technical, these sides of the sidewalk do go to the vanishing point. Okay? Actually going to make a little curb that you step off of. Okay, so I have one side done. Now in my sample, I had done 3 buildings. So if you had room, you would draw another rectangle like you did for the first 2 and connect to the vanishing point. Now if I want, I could do my road lines. The further away look shorter. They get longer as we get closer up to the viewer. You can make them have thickness if you want. You can also stop and replay this video if you need to. Rewind it, watch it over again until it makes sense. So now I'm going to do the same with this side of the road. Rectangle. I'm going to go a little faster just because I'd like for you, artists, to get working. So I'm going to connect to the vanishing point here. That one already does there. Erasing. I'm going to sneak a little building here. Maybe I'll make this one a little taller. Okay, this goes to the vanishing point. This one already does. Parallel. And I'd erase this. So again, you're only seeing this little bit of the horizon line in the whole picture. Oh, and I have to erase here. All right, I'm going to fit in a tall building here. And then I'm going to do a third building going off the edge of the page. Okay. These corners, remember I'm going fast on this side because I'm hoping you get the concept that this goes to the vanishing point. Parallel here. That's where I want that building to end. Oops, I forgot here. Goes to the vanishing point, but only to the building. You don't want to go through it. Okay, so now I've got my buildings pretty much set up. Like I said, if I were doing this myself, I would not press so hard with my pencil because I would know in the beginning I'm going to erase. So I sketch lightly and then darken later when I have my final drawing lines and I'm happy with the results. Okay, so this is the basic setup of a street that could be named after you or however you choose. All right, that's all for today, artists. I'll see you soon.